Hi agents, one of the most asked questions on stream and as a comment on my videos is, what build are you using? So today I'm gonna share 3 striker build variations to cover almost everything in the game. We're gonna look at the build that is useful in the open world, the summit and countdown. After that we will look at the variation with St. Elmo's engine to cover the incursion. And the final one will be a variation with the Ouroboros to burn through the incursion as well. Note that this is a guideline and that you can change parts of it to match your needs and your playstyle. First build, the open world striker build. Starting with the gunner specialization. The reason for gunner is that it generates 10% of your total ammo capacity every 60 seconds and 5% for party members. You also get a 5% extra fire rate for 5 seconds on kill, and kills grant you 10% armor. There's some other perks as well, but these are less important or not a reason to pick it myself. As primary weapon I'm using St. Elmo's engine with damage to target out of cover rolled on it, M1A rifle to cover some distance shots, and my pistol is a simple M1911. You can switch out primary, secondary and pistol to your own favorites. Just keep in mind that every change will change your critical hit chance and damage. Golden rule for DPS build is 50 to 55% critical hit chance and all the rest critical hit damage. To keep this video as short as possible, I will not read the details of the pieces, but you can still pause the video to see the exact details of everything. Get weapon damage as core attribute on everything. As attributes and mods, you can switch between critical hit chance and critical hit damage to balance out towards the golden rule. My mask is a Coyote's mask that will grant extra crits for yourself and team members. The backpack is a striker's backpack. And as chest piece I went for Gruppo with the Obliterate talent that will increase your weapon damage when hitting critical hits. The gloves are my second striker pieces. Then we have the holster. And the knee pads. As I said before, core attributes are all weapon damage. Attributes and mods are all critical hit chance or damage. Then the first variation, the striker's build with St. Elmo's engine for the incursion. Specialization for me is currently Demolitionist, which grants extra damage to target out of cover. Note that the specialization should be switched to whatever is needed in the group to balance everything out. Every specialization comes with its own group advantage, so if you join in a group you can always ask what specialization you should use. The mask is again the Coyote's mask, which will grant extra critical hit chance or damage to the whole group. The backpack is again the striker's backpack. And now we will also use the striker's chest piece. This chest piece increases your max stacks for Striker's Gamble from 100 to 200 stacks. Useless in the open world, but very useful in the incursion since the enemies have a bunch more health and armor. Our gloves are the third striker piece. And our fourth piece of striker is the holster. Finally the knee pads, who will be different to the open world build. Here again we go for Gruppo, which will give us 15% critical hit damage as brand bonus. Skills depend on the area you are playing in the incursion. In the first area you need a decoy and an EMP sticky bomb for the turrets. For the second area at the tanker the most important is the jammer pulse for the named drones. At the third area you can go for a decoy to distract the enemies. And in the last area we mostly go for a decoy and a booster hive to protect yourselves against the lovebirds. All your core attributes should be weapon damage, and for your attributes you will need to aim your critical hit chance towards 55% and all the rest into critical hit damage. Then we have the second variation, which is strikers for the Ouroboros. The only thing that changes here is the weapon and the critical hits. Here again all core attributes on weapon damage, critical hit chance towards 55% and all the rest into critical hit damage. This is a Coyote's mask. Striker's backpack. Striker's chest piece. Striker's gloves. and Striker's holster. And here again the knee pads from Grupo. Make sure whenever you make a build to check your specialization tree, that you claim the 50% weapon damage for your weapon type. You can choose 3 weapon types in here, and that's the thing that people forget the most. Again, please pause the video to look at every piece in detail, 55% critical hit chance and all the rest into critical hit damage, no blues. I hope you enjoy it. If you have a question, then please reach out in the comments or join our Discord. Have a nice day. Stalker out.